Welcome to Sacrilegious Discourse.
I'm husband.
And I'm wife.
Together, we're reading the Bible for the very first time.
We grew up without religion and wanted to know what all the fuss was about.
Well, what have we learned so far?
That God is a dick, and apparently some people believe in talking donkeys?
We're not trying to pass ourselves off as experts.
Nope, we're just reading the Bible for the first time and giving our first take reaction.
If you'd like to join us in this venture, you might consider starting at episode 1.
Otherwise, jump in wherever you like.
All right, let's go read the Bible.
Yeah, let's get to it. Husband!
Wife!
Do you remember where the hell we're at?
We are getting near to the end of the Solomonic Proverbs.
False!
No?
We are at the end of the Solomonic Proverbs.
Oh, I thought you said that they went someone to another part something.
This episode will contain the finale of the first Solomonic Proverb.
I see.
Yes.
I'm kind of excited now. I mean, in a not so excited way.
Hold your horses. I'll make sure to shut that shit down real fast.
All right. So yesterday, I think we did Proverbs chapter 20.
That is correct. Good on you.
So that would mean that today we're getting into
Proverbs 21, and also half of Proverbs 22.
Fucking hell.
Nah, it'll be aight.
All right, let's do this.
Okie dokie. Okay, so we are starting off with Proverbs chapter 21.
Okay.
Which we are still in the bit titled Concerning Life and Conduct.
Got it.
And we keep saying that these are the Solomonic collection.
Right.
But it's not that. It's the first Solomonic collection. Because there is
I apologize.
The other one, Solomonic.
The other one.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it comes like right after this next one that will start tomorrow. That is not going to be hardly anything at all before we get back to Solomon.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just to reiterate, the Book of Proverbs is a collection of collections, and we are in the second of the collections, which is the first Solomonic Proverbs.
Got it.
Okay?
Yep.
So, let us begin chapter 21 of Proverbs.
Okay.
In the Lord's hand, the king's heart is a stream of water that he channels toward all who please him.
Okay.
That's poesy.
It's kind of, yeah.
I kind of like it. I think it's bullshit, but I like it.
It's not that it's bullshit. It's just that it's like, it's so... I
wish I could just read it as literature.
Right. And the phrasing, like... I guess I wouldn't care so much if the Bible wasn't like a list of things to live your life by.
That's what I mean. If I could just read it as just a book of poetry from straight out of history.
That would be different.
Then I could just be like, oh my God, that's kind of pretty. I like that.
Right. But the fact that people take this at its word, and I'm not saying everybody does. Some people don't read this literally. But what we rail against the most is the people that read this book literally.
Yeah.
Right? And these phrases, these concepts are so simplistic and so not pertaining to shit.
Right.
That it irks me.
I know.
In thinking of it that way, you know?
Well, it irks me too because I want to be able to be free to say, oh, that was pretty. But then I have to like stop myself and back up and say, but I mean, within the context of this horrible book that is still influencing our politics today.
Right.
I can't just compliment it because it doesn't exist within a vacuum. There is so much, not just
baggage.
History, but baggage that is still being unpacked today.
Right.
So I kind of resent it, you know?
Yeah.
Like, stop being pretty.
No, I definitely resent the Bible. It's not,
Well, I don't just resent the Bible. I resent it when it's pretty. I resent it when it's ugly. You know, because when it's pretty, I'm not free to compliment it. And when it's ugly, then it proves my fucking point.
Yeah. I think saying I resent the Bible is a little too simplistic in and of itself. But I resent what it has come to represent in our country as it stands today. And then again, it's not across the board. but it is very influential in that view of simplistic, this is God's word.
Well, considering the fact that we just last week watched the Republican debate and like the majority of the people up on that stage spent half the fucking time saying, "My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ."
It's
and
a fucking show.
"My Father God." And I'm like, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
Just please. Anyways.
Yeah.
A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. Well, good. He can weigh my heart and know that I'm a decent gal.
I definitely think my own ways are right.
I do too, but, you know.
More so than some entity I've never met anyway.
Sure. I like your heart.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
You like my heart?
It's great, yeah.
When somebody says they like your heart, you should compliment their heart back.
Your heart is awesome.
I mean, you don't have to go overboard. You could just be like,
Your heart is awesome, but also sometimes skips a beat.
It does. It does, actually. And fuck you for that. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice.
Okay. I like that concept actually, because I think what it's saying is that as long as you live a good life and do what's right and just, right?
So actions,
you don't need to make it's more that weighs heavier in the determination process, I guess, of God or whatever, than the sacrificial bullshit
check
that
the box
he has
ritualism.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah. So actually the acts that you do, like actions speak louder than words kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like the follow through is the important part.
I mean, the sacrificial crap is all weird.
But what's funny is that I've been told that this is exactly not true. That there are no acts that matter without a belief in God.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, they would read these the same way that we're reading them, in that they are leaving things out, and they are just simple ideas that explain aspects of God, I think, and not the full concept.
Right.
So, I mean, there's ways to explain away what we're reading as still meaning what God, what they want the Bible to mean.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
So.
Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the unplowed field of the wicked, produce sin.
So the wicked and the sluggards also don't plow fields, apparently.
Right.
Okay.
But they do produce sin.
Right. Both of them. Yeah. All right. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to profit. Let me try that again. Yeah. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. Oh. Well, I mean, sometimes they say the early bird gets the worm, right?
But also look before you leap.
Right.
Which one? Ooh.
I don't know. Which one do you, I guess it's just
right?
You're going to flip a coin, see which one's going to work for you.
Yeah. It just depends on the day and which self-help guru you're following.
Probably even they had probably something counter in this. Yeah.
Let's just keep that one in the back of our mind.
Sure.
A fortune made by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor and a deadly snare.
I will take that fortune. If they
But it's made by a lying tongue.
Yeah.
I want my fortune to come from a truthful tongue.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, if they're lying, don't give me a fortune unless you're telling the damn truth.
No, and I do agree with that to some extent, but it doesn't mean that that's how it actually works.
Right.
So,
whatever. We're so over this bullshit. The violence of the wicked will drag them away, for they refuse to do what is right.
Okay.
Bad is bad.
Yeah.
And they're going to get punished.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
The way of the guilty is devious, but the conduct of the innocent is upright.
Sure.
Yeah, bad is bad and good acts good.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife.
No. That is such a shitty statement, just in general.
Tell us why.
Because you're okay. This is every asshole guy complaining about their wife, right?
Mm-hmm.
My fucking wife, god damn it, she blah 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 blah. And
then his buddy saying, "You knock her around, make her bring you a beer."
But that's exactly what this is. This statement is saying that that women are not correct, and you can't.
They are the cause of disharmony in the home.
Yeah,
of course they are.
Like, maybe you're the asshole. Maybe you're coming home drunk every day, and she's yelling at you because you're coming home drunk every day. But no, you're a man in the Bible, so therefore you don't have any fucking... She has no fucking rights.
Okay, you know what? This is a perfect place. I gotta just drop my phone here for a second because I'm about to go off.
I figured.
This is a perfect place to talk about an article that I read today in Scientific American, and that's not where it was first reported. I want to say it was Harvard that did the study and released it or whatever. Okay. I could be wrong. Don't quote me on that. I'll find the article and share it.
Sure.
At any rate, it was just revealed that women's hygiene products were never tested with blood.
Yeah.
And what's really funny about me having learned this today, before I even get into the "are you fucking kidding me" of that, what's really funny about that is that just a couple of days ago, one of them damn pad commercials came on where the ladies are so excitedly talking about leak guards and stuff.
Right.
And the lady with the, they were pouring the blue liquid into each of them and squeezing it, and the one holds the blue liquid better than the other one. And yay,
apparently all they ever used was the blue liquid.
Yeah, but we were talking about it, and I kept saying, I don't understand, because blood doesn't look like that. Like, I'm not talking about the color.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the thickness and viscosity. And, like, I remember specifically saying, like, I must not be using pads right because mine never squished out like that. Like, mine never held liquid the way these do.
Right.
I must, like, the importance here is that I was blaming myself, my body, and the product of my body that cannot be helped, and saying, I'm doing it wrong. I am wrong. My blood must be wrong. My menstrual cycle must be wrong. There must be something wrong with me. Assuming, of course, the product made to absorb menstrual cycle materials were tested to absorb menstrual product materials.
Well, you'd be wrong.
Right. And why is that, husband?
Because men were in charge, probably.
Yeah, of course they were. Of course they were, because scientists and CEOs and company Yahoo blow butt people just, I'm so mad I just spit everywhere. I'm so, like, when I read that article, I literally cried. And I seethed because I am in my mid to late 40s, and for years, I have literally thought there was something wrong with me and my menstrual cycle, and to find out, no, the products were the fucking problem this whole goddamn time.
Right.
Like, can I just tell you?
It was probably a cost thing. It was probably like, it's really expensive to get blood shit, so we're going to just use water.
And water, blood, it's all the same. Liquid is liquid.
Yeah.
But anybody, you don't even have to have fucked with period blood to know that blood is not the same as water.
Right.
They're different. Anybody who's ever cut themselves before knows that blood is not the same as water.
Sure.
Like, and today I hated men. Today I really hated men, and I just feel like that was a perfect time to drop that bombshell.
Yeah.
That, ladies, if you thought that there was a problem with your menstrual products because they were not absorbing materials correctly, the problem was the product, not you. And you are great, and I'm sorry if you felt the way I felt, and if you ever thought that there was something wrong with you. And by ladies, I mean, apologies, to be more inclusive, I mean anybody who has ever had a menstrual cycle.
Sure.
I cannot tell you how much this bothered me. I'm like trying not to cry right now. Okay, sorry, you're great. Everybody's great except for men. Sorry. Okay, carrying on. What?
I am man.
Right. Are you gonna
I did not test.
Are you gonna hashtag not all men me?
No.
Is this that moment?
No.
Oh my Christ.
No.
Do not.
I'm not.
Okay. Because the appropriate response in this moment is, oh my God, you are so right. Those dicks.
Right. That's what I meant.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I thought I made that clear earlier, but...
No, when I texted you the information, you texted me back exactly correctly, and you were like, those bastards.
Right.
Yeah. So, I'm glad that you were on my side in this, and you understood why I was upset, because we were just talking about this.
Yeah.
Ugh. Okay, sorry. Anyway, fuck the husband that decides that living on the corner of his fucking roof is better than living with his quarrelsome wife who just wants to get a pad that works.
Tell us how you really feel.
I did.
I know you did.
And I'm not sorry for it. How about that? All right. The wicked crave evil. Their neighbors get no mercy from them. You know why? Because the husband's up on the roof throwing a goddamn fit that his wife threw him out because he's like, why don't you build a bridge and get over it? Can't you just make your period stop for a minute? Because some men really think that. All right. Sorry. Okay. Neighbors get no mercy from the wicked. Okay?
Yeah.
Got it. I don't understand that, but okay.
Got it. I think we need one just freebie here to just calm down.
Yeah.
And maybe think of rainbows and butterflies for a second.
Are you Care Bear staring me?
I am a little bit, yeah.
Okay.
Because you're really heated at the moment.
I am so angry all over again. No, before I was just distraught. Now I'm angry.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. When a mocker is punished, the simple gain wisdom. By paying attention to the wise, they get knowledge.
Okay. I mean, yeah, you go to a seminar where somebody's speaking that's a wise, a knowledgeable person.
When a mocker is punished, they gain. Hold on. When a mocker is punished, the simple gain wisdom.
Yeah, I don't understand how that works exactly.
When somebody's a bully or a heckler, you should throw a brick of information at their head. Right?
I guess.
Because that's how they learn.
Sure.
And then they pay attention to the wise and then they get knowledge.
But that one kind of makes sense, I guess.
If you learn something from a wise person, then you learn.
Right.
Right?
Yes.
Okay. The righteous one, capital righteous, capital one. Okay. Mm-hmm. The righteous one takes note of the house of the wicked and brings the wicked to ruin.
Oh.
So
I thought that was God's job.
Oh no, you need to be walking down the street and you see two women coming at you, one on either path. One got the honey lips, and the other one is that bitch Wisdom who knows a thing.
You need to make sure you bring honey lips to justice.
You turn to Wisdom and you say, get her.
Got it.
And then you guys go and you burn her house down, but not before stealing all her tampons. Okay. Whoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered.
So we like the poor again.
We do.
This time.
I started to say today, but it could change in the next
it could change.
Verse.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Yep.
A gift given in secret soothes anger, and a bribe concealed in the cloak pacifies great wrath. Concealed in the... I don't need a bribe. I need a gift.
Right, no, I think it was saying the bribe was bad and the gift was good, wasn't it?
No. A gift given in secret soothes anger. So yeah,
yeah.
Give me a secret gift and then I'll be
soothes
happy.
Anger, right.
Right? Here's the next part. A bribe concealed in the cloak pacifies great wrath.
Oh.
So yeah, if you see that wrathful person over there, you can pacify him by hiding a bribe in your cloak.
I see. I don't think that's great advice.
I think that's shitty advice.
I'm not saying that it's never worked, but I mean...
Let's not encourage each other to bribe.
Yeah.
Pissy people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bad habit to get in. That's part... we don't negotiate with terrorists, right?
Right.
That's kind of the same concept. Not the opposite concept. We aren't going to bribe them.
Yeah.
We're going to not deal with them, basically.
Yeah.
And not encourage them.
Right.
Bribes encourage people.
They do. So let's just all be nice.
Yeah.
And let's try to just be the best.
And call out shitty people.
And demand better testing for menstrual products.
Jesus Christ.
But am I right though? Better testing, please.
I'm not. I'm no
Okay.
denying that here.
Okay.
I just was trying to.
I know. I'm going to keep bringing it up. That's what this episode is about. Okay. When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous, but terror to the evildoers.
Okay.
When good is good, then bad gets scared.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yep.
I just simpled it for you.
I guess that's how it doesn't go.
Right.
But whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Whoever strays from the path of prudence, straying from the path of prudence and wisdom and all them.
Yeah. Right.
Whoever goes on the path of them honey lips.
Yep.
Comes to rest in the company of the dead.
Oh,
holy
damn.
shit, that turned dark.
Honey lips equals death.
Wow. I did not know that. Hey. Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. I mean, I like stickers and Sharpies and Dr. Pepper, but I'm not going to buy myself those things right into the poorhouse.
Right.
Whoever loves wine and olive oil will never be rich. That's not true. That is not true.
That's crazy.
I know plenty of people who love wine and olive oil.
Who are rich.
And they are rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can fuck right off with that.
Yeah.
I'm still going to buy
incorrect
wine now and again. The wicked become a ransom for the righteous, and the unfaithful for the upright. The wicked become a ransom for the righteous. I mean...
I don't know how that works out exactly.
The wicked hold us back.
Right.
We are only as good as the least of us. We are only as strong as the weakest link kind of thing. Is that...
Maybe.
They're holding us back.
It's
with
a little
their
too vague, I think, to really comment on, in my opinion.
I was just trying to put some meaning
to it. I'm going to go with
wrap it up.
Next.
Okay. Got it. Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, stop. Stop. Really, you told me no more, and then they give me this shit. You literally told me not.
I mean, it doesn't have anything to do with, menstrual cycles.
A quarrelsome and nagging wife has nothing to do with how well her menstrual cycle products work. Are you kidding me? Why the fuck do you think she's quarrelsome and nagging?
I'm going to go with her husband's a dickhead.
That too. But
that's what I'm going to go with.
That too. On top of the fact that she has a period in the first fucking place and her hormones are going north and south. Okay. The wise store up choice food and olive oil.
Wait, they got olive oil. What? The fuck? Why do they have they're going to be in the poorhouse.
They're not supposed to love olive oil.
And
maybe they don't love it. Maybe they only like it.
Maybe. That must be the distinguishing factor. You can like olive oil, but not love it.
Just don't love it.
Yeah, that's where you go wrong.
Fools gulp theirs down.
Right.
The wise store it up. The food and the olive oil that they only like, not love.
Yeah.
And it doesn't say anything about wine, so... I guess wine's
wine, yeah.
Except Jesus liked wine, although we're not there yet. Spoilers.
He turned water into wine.
Spoilers, though. We're not there
According
yet.
to, people.
Well, that's what I've heard. But we're not in the New Testament yet.
We're not.
So maybe that could be wrong.
It could be.
I
guess. We haven't read it ourselves yet, so.
I don't know. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. So,
okay.
Good is good and finds love and good stuff.
I think that, there is something to be said for creating actions by your own actions, right? Like you create a space for yourself by acting the way you want to be treated and things like that. Like I think there is some merit into that type of thinking, but it's also not like it's the same thing as when we kind of rail against people who say save money by, selling your yacht.
Right.
Like if you had bad luck, you're going to be like, fuck you. That's not how it works at all.
Right.
I tried to be good and people shat on me.
Right.
So like you can't say that that's how it works across the board because there's millions, billions of people in the world and somebody's going to have a different experience. So,
okay, generally speaking, if you're like a nice person, you're going to attract nice people around you and that's going to help you network better and that's going to help you get further ahead in life.
Sure.
Yes, generally speaking.
Right.
And also likewise, if you're a shitty human being and you shit on people and you're just always mean and rude and horrible, then hypothetically, you're not probably going to make it far. Karma's going to get you.
But the reason I hate the general...
Let me finish, though. Okay? So, hypothetically speaking, good is good, bad is bad. Blah, 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 blah. Right?
Yeah.
But that leaves out but both of them are equally liable or equally possibility wise of getting cancer.
Right. Right.
So luck or, bad fault in my stars kind of thing.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, like shit happens, life.
Right.
So yes, good is good, bad is bad. Karma gonna get you, but also cancer.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, that also goes along with man makes plans, but God laughs. Sure. One who is wise can go up against the city of the mighty and pull down the stronghold in which they trust.
Say that one more time. I'm sorry.
One who is wise can go up against the city of the mighty and pull down the stronghold in which they trust.
Ah.
So that's... You can fight City Hall. Right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, saying...
Right, if you just gotta be wise enough.
Sure. You just gotta go visit your local library.
Oh, shit, it's the wise guy.
Oh, God.
God damn it.
Cheese it, it's the wise guy. Huh. Those who guard their mouths and tongues keep themselves from calamity. All right, I'm going to give that one a little bit of credence because I am a bit of a hothead and I do go off at the mouth. I don't always think before I speak. I wear my heart on my sleeve and I pour my emotions out and then have to pick up the pieces. Okay? So, if I were to guard my mouth and tongue a little bit better, I would avoid some calamity.
Yes.
I will give you that. But that doesn't mean shut the fuck up all the time.
Right. No, I agree.
So, time and place. Blah, blah, blah. The proud and arrogant person, mocker is his name, behaves with insolent fury.
Okay. So he's mocking and he's furious and...
He's proud and arrogant.
Sure. Sounds like a real shit.
His name is Mocker.
His name is Mocker. Mocker.
Hey, Mocker, what's up?
Not much, man.
Yeah.
I'm proud, furious, and arrogant and
insolent and
curious. Insolent. So yeah, leave me the fuck alone.
Okay.
I guess.
Done.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Done. Moving on. The craving of a sluggard will be the death of him because his hands refuse to work.
Oh, okay.
I mean, okay, so I'm a sluggard and I crave chocolate and Dr. Pepper like all the fucking time. And I'm like, oh God, we're out of Dr. Pepper. But
that could be the death of you.
Oh shit, that was a bad example, huh?
Yeah, that was a really bad example.
Okay, I'm a sluggard, but I also crave Sharpies and stickers. Not the death of me. And there it is.
Okay. I mean, yeah.
Okay.
I'm imagining in my head, though, different Sharpie and sticker deaths, though, now.
Are you serious? Like,
Dumb she colored... ways to die.
Oh, my God. We'll post that one in the show notes. Like, if I colored all over myself accidentally with Sharpie, then I could die of ink poison.
Right,
like,
yeah.
like that episode of Seinfeld where George licked the envelope or something. He was going to get married, and George Costanza was going to get married, and the lady that he was going to marry was mailing out the invitations, and she was licking all the envelopes, but there was like some infection on the envelopes that got into her tongue, and so she died or some shit like that. So that's how she died. And so he was saved from getting married because he didn't really want to get married.
Got it. Yeah, that's horrible.
That's Seinfeldian.
It's fucking horrible.
Yeah. All day long he craves for more, but the righteous give without sparing. Okay.
Okay. I don't know what to say there.
Be generous.
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sacrifice of the wicked is detestable. How much more so when brought with evil intent?
So yeah, don't.
When you are checking the box and going through the routines for badness sake or just to, look good, you're an asshole. Fuck you.
Yeah. Sure.
Got it. A false witness will perish.
Jesus.
But a careful listener will testify successfully.
I mean,
I hope that is not over the court where Trump and crew are all testifying, because that could be dangerous for them if that is true.
Yeah, definitely.
A false witness will perish. Jesus Christ.
We'll have a lot of dead people at that court.
There would be. A careful listener will testify successfully, though. I hope they take that to heart. The wicked put up a bold front, but the upright give thought to their ways. Think before you speak.
Yep.
Look before you leap.
Yep.
There is no wisdom, no insight, no plan that can succeed against the Lord.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I see. And how can we prove that? Is there a way that we could prove? I would like to be able to prove this.
Sure.
Because let's give it a shot, right?
Like hold my beer?
I mean,
challenge accepted?
How do we know if we've succeeded against the Lord? How do we know that we haven't succeeded against the Lord? How do we know that the Lord exists?
These are all fine questions. I'm moving on.
Well, I'm just saying, like, it's very dumb. Right. That's a very dumb statement.
Sure.
Because there is no way to gauge that or measure that in any way whatsoever.
It's not quantitative.
That's certain. At all.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, the last one for chapter 21. Ready?
I'm ready.
The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Do your best.
Why do we need the fucking horse if God's going to take... I questioned that back when they were fighting all the time.
Yeah.
Why do we need the fucking horse and the soldiers?
Just do your best.
If God's going to just,
Don't worry about it. Just do your best.
Okay.
All right. So that was the end of Proverbs chapter 21. However, we are going to read verses 1 through 16 of Proverbs 22, because this portion of the chapter is still part of that second collection of the Book of Proverbs, which is called the First Solomonic Collection.
Okay.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully I will stop at the right place.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah, okay. Again, verses 1 through 16, just to remind myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Proverbs chapter 22, verse 1.
All right.
A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold.
I will take the riches over the good name.
Although
they're speaking of good name as in like
your reputation.
Yeah. Right. So
like we were talking about riches versus fame with Kid earlier, and Kid was like, I don't want fame, only riches. And I'm with that. Like, keep the fame.
Just think you can just enjoy your life if you have riches, Yeah. Like, why you don't have to worry about being reputable. It's
not my business what other people think of me.
Yeah, I don't give a shit.
Right.
I mean, especially like, okay, let's just take where we live, right?
Yeah.
And generally speaking, it's very Trumpian out here.
Yeah.
And I don't really give a fuck what my reputation is amongst those people.
Right.
Like that's not something that I'm concerned of.
I'm concerned for my safety from them. I'm not worried about like, oh, they don't like me. That's sad. It makes me cry at night.
Right. So yeah, I'll take the money and not worry about what they think of me.
Sure. Same. Okay. Verse 2. Rich and poor have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all.
Oh.
You know what else they all have in common?
What's that?
They all sharp.
They do, probably.
You know what else?
What's that?
They all breathe oxygen. There's a lot.
True.
There's a lot happening
here. That is true, yeah.
There's a lot. They're all mammals.
They are, yes.
If they have hearts, they only have one, unlike Time Lords who have two. I could do this all day.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm not going to because
that would get really long.
Yeah. Okay, verse 3. I'm saying the verses as we go just to make sure I remember to stop.
Yeah.
Okay? Stop. Okay. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty.
Those damn simple people.
It's all about overindulgence again, like moderation.
Yeah.
But moderation includes moderation. Like that's one of my personal commandments is everything in moderation, including moderation.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, verse 4. Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life. Damn.
Okay. I wish that's all it really took. But,
right? That sounded like Ayn Rand. Quite honestly, you'll be paid for the hard work that you put it. Your good work will be rewarded, will be noticed and rewarded by your betters.
Yeah, which was bullshit.
Yeah. All you have to do is just always be good and always work your best and hardest, and you'll always, always be rewarded accordingly.
Right.
Because
even in her own books that she wrote, she didn't hold true to that.
Right, exactly.
Like there was definitely, like we talked about it, and there's definite examples of people who worked their asses off and didn't make shit, didn't do anything.
Yeah. It's true.
So it's bullshit.
It is total bullshit. Okay, verse 5. In the paths of the wicked are snares and pitfalls, but those who would preserve their life stay far from them. Avoid bad.
Yeah.
Bad is bad.
You know who else avoids pitfalls and snares?
Indiana
Sluggards.
Jones?
No, sluggards.
Sluggards
they
and Indiana Jones.
Right. No, he finds pretty much all of the fucking
you're right.
pitfalls and snares.
But he finds them, but he avoids them.
Barely.
Yes. But I mean, he gets out of every one of them.
He does. He's good at that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we wouldn't have a whole series of it.
He should have just been a sluggard, as you pointed out. Yeah. You're right. You are right. Verse 6. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old, they will not turn from it. That is not true.
That sounds like indoctrination to me.
It's also not true because it erases the child who becomes the adult having any kind of I forget what the word is, but they have choice? Don't they have their own, like, at what age do you become in charge of like your own choices and you can't blame your parents anymore?
Got it.
Know?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's bullshit.
Right.
You can't blame your mom and dad for everything. You know, once you hit your 30s, you got to start being your own person.
Right.
Number 7, the rich rule over the poor and the borrower is slave to the lender. I mean, the rich do rule over the poor. That is
absolutely true.
And the borrower is
but I'm not sure which side. What is the point of that statement? Are they
Stop
saying
being poor and don't borrow money? Stupid.
Right. So just be rich.
Be rich.
Like just go be rich.
Just hurry up and get born to the other family that was rich.
Yeah, that's all you got to do to be.
What did you do in the womb prior to being born that caused you to be born to a poor family?
It's obviously your fault.
You fuckface.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, verse 8. Whoever sows injustice reaps calamity, and the rod they wield in fury will be broken.
Okay.
I don't know. That's so violent.
It is.
Like, bad people are going to be super bad.
And apparently their rod will break.
Break that rod.
Well, no, I can't. No, I don't think that's true. No, never mind.
No?
Just forget. My brain was going haywire for a second, and then I lost it, and so
you were like, "Did it?
Now we're back
did
to,
it? No. Did it? No."
No, I was trying to think of something, and then I couldn't. So, and I was trying to think of the rod that they had, like Moses and had.
Yeah.
And I was trying to think if it broke, but I don't think it didn't. I don't believe. And if it did, I don't recall when exactly.
Something about snakes.
Yes, it turned into a snake at one point.
The generous will themselves be blessed, for they share their food with the poor. That's that Magic Penny song again.
Yeah. And apparently this is like the generous, the nice people are sharing their food with the poor, which means that they're worth sharing things with.
Yes.
Which apparently we like the poor here.
We do. We like the poor again.
But maybe not that last sentence, but like a couple sentences before.
Who knows?
I don't really know.
Yeah. You just don't know.
Right.
Verse 10. Drive out the mocker, and out goes strife.
Thought he was dying before.
Well, you need to kick him out, whether he's dying or not.
Maybe he'll die later.
With him goes strife.
Yeah.
Quarrels and insults are fucking ended.
Got
That's what it says.
Yeah.
Fucking ended.
Those damn mockers.
I hate a mocker.
Yeah.
Nothing I hate more than a goddamn mocker. Number 11. One who loves a pure heart and who speaks with grace will have the king for a friend. That's our fucking problem. If I just stopped cursing, we'd have kings for friends.
That's right. Yeah, I keep telling you that.
Oh, well.
You just don't listen.
Anyways. Verse 12. The eyes of the Lord keep watch over knowledge, but he frustrates the words of the unfaithful. That's why I'm always having problems thinking of the words that I'm trying to think.
Yeah, that's probably what it is. I
can't remember words.
That's probably what it is.
Because he's keeping watch over knowledge and frustrating me.
Yeah. But also, the other day, I remember he endorsed our podcast. So
He did.
I don't really
You
know
just
what
don't
to
know.
think about this.
The Lord
exactly.
does endorse atheists.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Verse 13. We're coming up.
We're getting near.
There's a nice little
yeah.
warning here for me. So
Yeah.
that's nice of it.
That's good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, number 13. The sluggard says, "There's a lion outside. I'll be killed in the public square."
Oh, shit.
Why does the sluggard say that?
I don't know. Why does he say that?
There's a lion outside. I'll be killed in the public square.
I don't
literally
get that.
don't
That makes
get
no
it.
sense.
Apparently
lions seek out sluggards. Not really sure. Not following.
Because he's so sluggardy,
I know that
he can't run fast
sometimes
anymore?
the lions represent some sort of god thing. Maybe I don't really know what that. I don't know. I don't fucking know what that means.
I don't care.
Right.
I tried.
Let's just go with they don't like sluggards in the Bible.
Yeah, they really don't like lazy people.
Sluggards are trash according to the Bible.
Yeah. All right, verse 14.
Okay.
The mouth of an adulterous woman, honey lips.
Yeah, honey lips.
Is a deep pit. Her mouth is a deep pit.
Damn.
She deep throat that stuff. A man who is under the Lord's wrath falls into it. Yeah, he does.
Oh man, that deep pit honey lips.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a stripper
name. He
name.
fell right into that deep lip honey. That is a good porn name.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So when people ask, like, when you fell down, your penis fell right into her? Yes, that is exactly what happened in the Bible. It says so right here.
Right.
Verse 15. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far away.
Oh, yeah, you got to get that folly right out of them. You don't want them to be a kid. Jeez, you got to make sure they grow up quick and beat the shit out of them.
Beat them.
Don't do that.
Here's how I know.
Don't fucking do that.
Here's how I know that you don't have to beat a kid.
Right,
okay?
yeah.
Here's how I know. Because the kid that I babysit, he's 2.5, and my best friend texted me today and said he cried at night time because he wanted to play with me, and so she consoled him by saying that I'll be back again tomorrow after we have our nappies. And that's how you know. Because he's a good kid. And I'm not exactly, like, soft. I'm not, like, I don't spoil the shit out of him. I don't, like, let him just run all over and get into everything. I wouldn't call myself mean or disciplinarian, but I'm just, like, I am who I am, and I use, like, a harsh voice if I need to, but he loves me.
Yep.
And he listens to me.
Yep.
All right, last one. Ready?
I'm ready.
One who oppresses the poor to increase his wealth, and one who gives gifts to the rich, both come to poverty. Boom.
Wait, what?
If you oppress the poor for your own gain,
then you come to poverty.
Fuck you.
But if you also give gifts to the
wealthy,
rich, then you also come to poverty.
Yeah.
So either of those ways you come to poverty.
Eat the rich.
Which is sometimes good and sometimes bad.
Right.
Whether it probably depends on how you got the poverty in the first place.
Okay.
How did it happen? That probably matters.
Were you
They didn't really cover that bit, but
yeah.
It must, because they're so back and forth about the whole fucking idea.
I don't even know what to say.
Yeah.
So those were the first Solomonic sayings.
All right.
And that concludes the second collection of the Book of Proverbs.
Right.
Okay.
And so that was today. We did 21 and part of 22.
So tomorrow we will be back with the rest of chapter 22, and then we will also read chapter 23.
Okay.
So that's Wednesday. Then on Thursday we will read Proverbs 24, which will finish up the third collection.
Oh wow, that's quick.
Yeah.
Okay, and then we're right back into the
Solomonic shit. Yeah, on Friday.
Great.
On Friday, we're coming right back to Solomon.
Brief break, and then right back to it.
I'm eager to see what this next little... It's precepts and warnings and wise sayings and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay.
And I'm eager to see what kind of shit that is like, hold on, these didn't come from Solomon. Hold on. Hold on. I want to know what those are about.
Right. All right. Well, that's all we got for today, so we will see you guys tomorrow.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Hey, wife, I guess that's the end?
But husband, that's just sad.
It doesn't have to be. We are on lots of social media platforms like Twitter. Our handle there is sacrilegious_D.
For D's nuts.
Oh my God. Stop doing that. Anyway, we're also on Facebook, Instagram, and Pinterest. There's a link to all of our social media sites at our website.
Ooh, we have a website?
Yeah, it's sacrilegiousdiscourse.com, where you can also find a link to our merch shop.
We have a merch shop?
Yep, we have podcast-themed clothing, mugs, notebooks, and more, as well as an atheist and science-themed products.
Wow, our fans should really go check that out right now.
Definitely. They can get in touch with us by sending an email to sacrilegiousdiscourse@gmail.com. But before they do that, we could really use some help.
Oh yeah? With what?
Well, it's not free running the podcast, and we need some financial support in order to get better equipment, which will free up time so we can concentrate on our podcast and our fans.
Okay, so what should they do?
Head over to patreon.com/sacrilegiousdiscourse and sign up as a contributor on our podcast. Supporters there receive additional bi-weekly episodes that we record just for our Patreon members for as little as $2 a month.
Also, we'd really appreciate it if you would like and subscribe on whatever platform you're using.
And Apple Podcast reviews help us out tremendously.
Like and subscribe. Leave an Apple review. Join us on Twitter. Support us on Patreon. That's a lot of instructions. Don't forget to say thanks.
Thanks.
Okay, bye.